This is ELH4X4 doing stuff. Today we're working on a 2014 Silverado, 5.3 liter. No AC. Come along, this is what we're dealing with. Alright. Turn the AC on, blowing less than cold air. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a static pressure, see what the issue is. I'm going to find the ports. There's high pressure side, low pressure side, and we're going to hook the low pressure side up to the port and then get a static pressure reading to see where we're at. All right, you see that? So we know we're less than desirable. Ambient temperature being around 60 degrees out. So we should have a reading of up to or more than 60 psi on the pressure gauge. I'm going to go and try to find where it is leaking. And we need soapy water for that. Or glass cleaner. So some areas that we can spray down. Spray back there, we can spray the high pressure side. Low pressure side. What we'll do is I already know where it's leaking, which a common place for the Silverados are the poorly designed evaporator. Condenser. Poorly designed condenser. So what we got to do is we got to take the grill off, the upper radiator support off. So we're going to go do that. Since I have an aftermarket bumper, I have to take this panel off to get to the mounting hardware located at the lower corner on both sides, and then there's some other stuff we'll go through. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 mounting screws on top of the grill that we got to get off. Firmly grasp the grill. There is a clip style attachment holding the grill on, like little plastic tabs inside of a groove. So if you kind of lift up and pull out, and then there's a spring clip in this area. So lift up, pull out. Maybe we can, if there's just enough pressure. See, there's several attaching points for this evaporator. There's a couple here, 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 up here. All right, it's leaking here, but I'll show you the situation. All right, let's put a little bit more air into that. We'll use shop air. You kind of hear that, right? That's our culprit. At first, I thought it was leaking here and in the area, because you can kind of see a discoloration, you know, which would be a sign of it losing oil. But that wasn't the case. The culprit is this attaching point right here. So now all we got to do now is remove the headlight assembly on both sides, so we can remove the upper radiator core support. And there's another attaching point on this side that you got to get up underneath of the bumper. I guess this one's on this side, it's broken off. I wonder who did that. So we got to get that attaching point off at the corner of the headlight. Where you at? Radiator support bolt here. And here. So 1, 2, 3 on one side, 1, 2, 3 on the other. So one here, one over there, and here. I mean, you could take this out of the way, push everything forward, take this off out of the way, push everything forward, but you know, I don't want to put any undue stress on the hoses, but it gives you clear access from above to get the condenser out. Transmission line here. Transmission line here, because there is a built-in transmission cooler. And then there are the AC lines straight down by or underneath the airbox. And these are just held in by clips. clips on the AC. I think I got an assortment of different style clips. All right, so from underneath, it seems like that's the ticket. Let me try to get the tripod set up. But anyway, it's right there. You see it? All right. Yeah, so that's what we're working with. All right, now what we got to do is there's little tabs. There's little tabs that hold the condenser in. All right, we also got to get to that bolt down there that's holding a bracket in that holds the pressure line going to the condenser. All right, there's a tab right there. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but I dropped a little white triangle down there is the cover to the GoPro light. So we'll get that once I get the evaporator out of the way. Go. Now I got to do now is just take the transmission lines off, which it's going to be just a little bit messy. So we'll just slide those out, pop the tabs, and then lift the condenser out. Alright, so what I had to do was I had to pull this cover off so I can get enough clearance for the pressure lines to go through. Alright, so with this attached, I didn't have that extra room to push it back and clear this. All right, so the stud wasn't even a factor, it was this mount. You can take the time to vacuum everything out, get the... All right, this stuff just pops out. You can vacuum underneath that. Get the seals lined up again onto the trim. Alright. And we take our new condenser and match it with the old one. See what they do with the new stuff, they have more attaching points welded up to kind of stabilize it. That looks about right. Same width, same height, same mounting points. What are you guys looking at? So then all we'll do is we'll just take this stuff off and transfer it over to the new one. There is a side specific. Okay. This thing is just bent. Let's take a yeah, see that? This is a GM, genuine GM replacement. So hopefully there isn't any fitment issues. Let's move this out of the way. Now they sent a new stud for the AC lines, but they didn't send the nut and a pressure line mounting bracket. So make sure you grab that. Okay, just giving this a test fit because all right. You guys even seeing that? No? Give it a test fit. All right. And we'll pop this off so we can put it back in. All right, give ourselves some standoff, some room, put it in. All right. So now all I got to do is just tackle the pressure lines from underneath and either pressurize or pull vacuum. I'll pressurize since that's faster, and then we'll pull vacuum. And I'm going to go work on the pressure lines from underneath, get that buttoned up, and then we'll be right back. Ow. All right, so what's the good news is that when I pulled one of the shipping plugs out, it made a suction noise. So that's a good sign that at least when it was shipped, it wasn't, or when it arrived to my house, it wasn't leaking. So we'll just throw some shop air, monitor the low pressure side, and see what happens. Put it at 60. All right, I'm satisfied with that. So let's put it on a vacuum. We'll pull vacuum on the high and the low side. Now, if the high side has I don't see a Schrader valve in there, I'm not going to put it on there because there's like a rubber membrane that I don't want to puncture. I think I see a rubber membrane. Let me get a light on that. Right, you see that? That's that rubber membrane. So I'm not gonna worry about pulling the vacuum on the high side. All right, we pulled vacuum for 30 minutes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to watch the pressure gauge for 30 minutes and see if there's any movement. All right, battery died, but the show goes on. I had to wait for the battery to charge before I get into charging this system. So we just buttoned the front end up. We're still timing our vacuum. Got a couple minutes left on that. Oh, not even. 20 seconds. It's doing a weird thing on the screen, but there you go, 30 minutes. Thanks for watching ELH4X4 doing stuff, replacing the condenser. We'll come back during the summertime and do a pressure check to see if we can add more, if it needs more, whatever. But the AC is pumping cold. That's all I care about for now. Don't need it because it's winter time, and you kind of want to do this stuff when you don't need the AC, right? So if you haven't turned your AC on, maybe now's a good time to do it while it's still cold out when you don't really need it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Leave a comment, leave a like, and yeah, we'll see you at the next one.